Hello, Hykiri Nation. Welcome to our special episode of Wrestling with Hykiri. This week we have Vail, doing our,
Hello.
and we're doing our Wrestlemania and NXT predictions. Alright, we're going to start it off with NXT. There's a lot of matches here. Some we care about,
A lot of
some
pretty
we
good
don't
ones
care
too.
about. But it is gorgeous. And we're going to predict them. So here you go, guys. Remember to leave your thoughts and your comments. If you enjoy it, throw some likes and send to the YouTube. On to the card.
Especially comments about me, because, I'm worth it.
So I guess this was a last minute ad in the NXT card. I didn't know about it till tonight. So we'll get into that first. With Last
No,
Legend versus Nikita Lyons. Stupid name, but
this, I have no words for this match. I don't even know why it was added. Like,
it's a horrible matchup. I don't really see much potential in Last Legends. I think WWE hired her because of her name, and she has connections with the NBA crowd. Something I don't care about.
mm,
As far as wrestling, what we have
that
have
sounds
not
horrible,
seen,
Dave.
from her have been really lackluster. Her
In my,
segments have been very poor, and her wrestling in the few matches you've seen have been very, very bad.
can I just say, like, me personally, and this is just me personally, so no haterade on me here. I think they hired Last Legends because at the time Wendy Williams was the biggest thing since sliced bread as far as talk shows. And they really, really, really wanted to go that angle, and they forgot that you still have to wrestle. And then kind of Wendy Williams, she had her mental health issues, had to take some time off from, doing her thing, got replaced by another talk show host, and because of that, this kind of leaves her gimmick kind of, so
I
I
agree.
just don't see. I don't see this being anything grand now. They need to repackage it.
Well, I think it's a little too early in her career for as a repackage, but we need to see more wrestling.
Well,
We've seen nothing.
we definitely need to see more wrestling. But and I know what you're saying that it's early to repackage, but this literally is a dud now
It's good, but I think
because she
that
wanted to because it was gonna be the Wendy Williams knockoff, show. And now there is no Wendy Williams show, so therefore she can't knock off that show. And so, it's just kind of left holding an empty bag. You know what I mean? So,
my opinion
I,
here is I think yeah, you keep her on the show, whether it's weekly or bi-weekly at least, and you're showcasing her in segments or wrestling. I prefer wrestling, but you can start to repackage while keeping her on TV. Because if you take her off the TV, to repackage her now, she already has no height. So a little bit of
yeah, yeah.
name she has, you're
She's not
gonna
actually
lose it.
bad at the talking segments either. It's
I
just
don't know,
that
I
I
don't
don't
like
like
it.
the gimmick.
I'm not a fan.
I feel like they tried to go the Rose route.
Well,
With oh, was that had his song, the what is it, the Rose Bush or Rose
oh,
Thorns, or
Adam
he had.
Rose.
Yeah. Adam was he had his own
Yeah,
talk show, which is actually a perfect way to do this. Like you talk about what you're about to do, and then you go do it, but you do it in the form of a talk show. no different than Jericho's segment reel or the Miz's reel. Like you can have talk shows, but you got to do stuff in between it to make it look like you're actually just not just a commentator. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe. It's okay. Let's
If
move
it
on.
if it Right.
Aside from last legend, she's not fighting herself. She's fighting Nikita Lyons. My opinion here is Nikita has a horrible, horrible name. The outfit's horrible. The
Yes,
wrestling is maybe between good and bad.
she's okay. She's
It's
okay.
okay. I think she tries
It's
to.
not developed into greatness yet, but it's okay.
I think she involves too much kicking, stand-up boxing, and lessons the
Yeah,
wrestling.
it kind of looks up like being like how we always have complaints about the big guy in WWE and we're
Yeah,
only doing punch and kick. And I feel like she's doing a lot of punch and kick, but she's trying to make it look flashy like a spy because she's trying to play off the Nikita name.
yeah, it's not
And,
working.
yeah, just do you. Just do what you're good at.
Although with her debut, Nikita gained a lot of support on social media. I'm not really sure why, but she has garnered a lot of support there. So this week, we have to wait a few days, but I think um, I feel like her hype may have died down a little bit, and that's just my opinion. But
When would think Nikita stop doing Stratisfaction? Just
yeah,
don't.
he's not doing it.
Don't do it.
So that's why I'm like, who's gonna win this match? I think Nikita wins.
I think
Yeah,
Nikita wins.
I don't think it's gonna be a very strong match.
Mm,
Maybe even
I would
sloppy.
I would love to be surprised this be like an amazing match, but I don't see it being a really amazing match. But on the same side of that, we just got to talking about how we have not seen Lash Legend do much anything. So we don't know. I mean, she could actually be really good and they're just not letting her rest. So, do stuff, guys. Show us that you're really worth watching.
Moving on to the matches. Cause we already spent 10 minutes on one match.
Well,
Let's go with Gunter versus LA Knight. I'm not really sure what this match is about. It seems like a
I refuse to call him Gunter.
yeah, me too. But
I do it.
it seems like they wanted Walter on the card, but they had no real opponent. So they did LA Knight, who
Yeah, the
also
piece doesn't really make
needed
sense.
to be on the card, but they also have some. I don't like the pairing. I'm not a really big fan. He's decent on the mic, and his wrestling is a little soft, so I'm not a big fan of him. And as I
Mm,
said last week, Walter or Gunter is a very, very good wrestler.
Walter, damn it, Walter.
He carried NXT UK for over a year. Walter is going to be a big name, and I think it'll be quick. This matchup thing isn't going to be a long one, but it'll probably be before the Legend and Lions match. But I feel like this match deserved better opponents on both sides of the card and more time.
Yeah, I don't think they match up very well. But what I will say is, if I have to get, which one am I gonna go for? I'm gonna go for Walter. I, I mean, LA Knight to me he's good on the mic, right? He's alright on the mic, but I don't know. I just haven't found like his gimmick is not making a whole lot of sense to me. Like I don't know why he's LA Knight. Why like what's the time? I get the LA Knight's a playoff LA Night job slash night, to save LA, but I don't know what he's about. I really have no idea what he's about. They've not explained any of that. It's just there you go. Here's LA Knight. He's a good to go. I don't get it.
Yeah, I agree with that. But if I have to pick a winner, I gotta go with Gunter. 'Cause I don't think
Walter.
Walter. I don't see LA Knight taking this. I think Walter has too much of a locker room presence.
Well,
He'll
Walter has
drop this
firmly
match.
established himself.
Yes.
Like Walter made a presence as soon as he entered as part of Imperium, and he's just been, on a tear since then. So you know what he stands for, you know where he is, you know what his gimmick is, you like him, you don't take it or leave it. But I don't feel like every night done that.
So I think we're in agreement that Walter takes the win.
Yes.
All right. Next up, we got Fabian Oucher and Marcel Bartel versus MSK versus the Creed brothers for the NXT Tag Team title in a triple threat match. Okay, let's see. Let's break this down real bit. We have Fabian and Marcel, who's Imperium, alongside Walter. But I didn't like Imperium at the start, but they upped the game. Their wrestling has become very, very, very good. But their charisma is a little bit about it. I don't see them having much of
Well,
a presence
well,
if
they had
Walter's
the
not
charisma
around.
because they had Walter, and now that it's
Yeah.
just them, they really got to step it up.
But then you have MSK, who is horrible on the mic. But wrestling, these are like the tag team of a Ricochet. If Ricochet had a dub, it would be these guys. They're very entertaining and fun. And then, but they already had titles, and
Mm,
they lost it what a few months ago to Imperium, and they also won the Dusty Tag Team Classic. So I'm not sure, but the Creed brothers, ugh, they're good wrestlers.
I'm just
They're
not a
bad on
fan.
the mic, but the manager makes it so good.
I
I,
love the manager. Love the manager.
I think I'm not really sure what they're doing with this match, but I think they're gonna push it with. I think the Creed brothers are gonna get their chance. I don't think any of the teams walk out as a loser. And I think everybody wins in this match because the crowd as a whole,
I think
even
it's
the
kind of a
heels.
showcase match. Let everybody just show what they're made of.
Yeah.
Like,
But if I had to pick a winner, I'm gonna say the Creed brothers.
I want to say Imperium so badly. I really do. But I think it's gonna be the Creed brothers. And I hate to go this route. It's not that I don't think they're great wrestlers. It's just that Vince loves big guys. I feel like because they're big and they can do things that normal big people can't do, that therefore Vince is gonna really push those. And I I don't think they're ready mic wise, but I think they're gonna win regardless because of that. So manager, keep on preaching to us because we like you. We like you.
Moving along, we had the women's championship with Mandy Rose versus Cora Jade. versus Io Shirai versus Katie. For me, this is an interesting match because you got to remember that even this is or at WrestleMania. So a lot of the guys and gals that are wrestling on this show are going to be called up to the main roster within the next month or so. Now, I've been staying away from the rumor mill 'cause I don't want to spoil anything, but you're looking at this match. You have Mandy Rose, who left the main roster to come back to NXT, where she became champion, which was a smart move.
Yeah,
Because Mandy Rose felt a little lost on the main roster, and the gimmick she had
well, that
with
and
Otis was horrible. I hated
that
our triangles.
that and NXT really did need a more experienced female champion to compete with the likes of Io Shirai. So
Correct.
they needed some more top-notch women wrestlers. So
And,
it was a good trade.
and I feel like Mandy, who was already a good wrestler, but they were so stuck in the triangle angle between Mandy and
I hate
Otis
love triangles.
and Sonya Deville that it didn't let her be anything
She was
except
an
for eye
object,
candy.
like an
Yeah,
object to fight
yeah.
over.
So now she came to NXT. She's been on fire. She's been a great heel. I mean, she's been awesome. So
Mm,
I
I
think, I think, I don't know. But her opponents we have Cora Jade. I'm a huge fan of Cora Jade. I didn't really know much about her. I don't really know her career other than NXT. But I think she's good on the mic. Her wrestling is amazing. And when she popped, what was it, her shoulder back into place, I
that
thought it was
was
just a sale.
mm,
But that's a
yeah.
legit injury. And when she dislocated her shoulder and popped it back in during the match and continued the match with some good spots.
It felt real to me. I didn't get the sale part of
I
it. That
thought she
one
was
real.
selling like a really good sale. But no, it was legit. And I think Cora can go. So, but then you have her opponent, Io Shirai. We don't need to say much there. Io Shirai is
Yo, right. That's it.
she's the Rey Mysterio of women wrestling.
Pretty much.
She's amazing. Io Shirai, I think, does not win this match because she will be moved to the main roster.
I
Uh,
really don't want to see that happen, but yeah.
neither me because they're gonna gimmick it a lot.
But
But
yeah, we all
but
saw
I
what happened
think
with Winnie News.
but I think if they could put Io in a good match with Shayna Baszler or Doudrop in Charlotte if she stays. Io Shirai has a career. So yeah. And then we had the fourth opponent in Kaylee Ray. Kaylee Ray is a great wrestler,
I don't
but her
see her having the
charisma
charisma.
is no. She has no charisma, but
Like, I don't even know if of a real gimmick, really, other than just she's there. Like she's just there.
yeah, that's kind of the gimmick.
And
But
I can't cheer for somebody who is just there. She's great at wrestling, but she's just there, and I want her to step up and start being a character development.
I think Kaylee Ray has a lot of help in the career for a locker room. because in NXT UK she was champion for over a year, and it wasn't until Naoko Sakamura came to NXT UK took the title so she could be moved up NXT, and she lost. So in this match,
Yeah,
I think the only
I just
winners,
I just
and
don't see her winning it.
I don't think it's her time yet. I think
No, I think she needs to grow.
the only likely candidates to win this match is either going to be Mandy Rose or Cora Jade. I think
I,
Mandy is as much of a chance as winning this match as Cora Jade does. I think NXT and where Mandy Rose deserves to be at, and she's running the house and helping a lot of other girls make a decision again. So I think she may lay down and give Cora Jade her chance. I'm going Cora Jade.
okay, I'm gonna go different with you on this one. I agree with you on EO. I just want to scream EO win. I really, really do. But I agree with you. She's so good that WWE is gonna want to snatch her into the main roster very quickly, unless she's one of the few that likes it there and just genuinely wants to stay. She'll be gone soon. Mandy is kind of filling that spot right now, as far as not in the wrestling sense, but in the she, I mean, in the same style as Io, because Io's in a league all her own. But Mandy has already been into the main roster. She's already seen what it's like up there. So she's like a perfect mentor teaching tool to come back down and teach all these girls how to up the game. But if Io is going to go to the main roster, they're going to need a new main female champion. So I think Mandy's going to win it and mentor people to push them to beat her.
Yeah, that's not a
So
bad call.
So I'm gonna say Mandy.
I would agree with you on Mandy or Cora.
Yeah,
Uh,
and we'll probably both be wrong, but
yeah, I didn't hear you right.
but we have sound theories, people.
You know, we have Tommaso Ciampa versus Tony D'Angelo. Uh, I,
And
as
for the
vocal
love
as
of
I
God,
am, you
why?
guys know
That's all I have to say.
I do
Why?
not like Tony D'Angelo. I don't like his mic. His mic
Nope,
work.
nope.
I don't like the wrestling. He fails at the gimmick.
I was kind of excited with the gimmick. I'm not gonna lie, the gimmick
I was
kind of hit me.
excited.
And then as soon as he stepped out and started, enacting the role, no,
I
no.
was excited for the gimmick, but not no more. He did not play it.
It's like when you watch the previews to a movie and the previews look really awesome and you just can't wait to go see that movie because it looks like it's going to be great and that was the only great thing in the movie. That's kind of where I am with Tony D'Angelo. I'm sorry, dude. You're not living up to the Hitman hype.
And he's fighting Tommaso Ciampa. I don't like that Ciampa.
God of War.
If you watch NXT, you can't help but be a Ciampa fan. Ciampa is probably one of these guys that are going to go up and be put on the main roster. But I think, unlike most, he will succeed. I don't see Ciampa being anything less than a moneymaker. And this is his from leaving the house show that I think he lays down for Mr. D'Angelo. And I really don't want to say that, but I think This is a step up, and I think it's just one of them matches where you're just going to see Champa do the right thing, lay down. Plus, the
I
Enzo
think,
has such a great following on social media, and WWE loves that. I don't know why he does, but I mean, he misses like all the marks for me.
yeah,
So,
every single.
yeah, I don't know what's the hype here, but regardless, Champa has no chance of winning.
Yeah, I don't think Trump is gonna leave NXT. I don't. I mean, I mean, seeing is believing, and when I see it happen, I'll believe it. But I think he really loves being there. And so I don't know if he'll really, this will be like this, send off kind of, pass the reins down. But, I mean, we say that, and that's exactly what Taker did to Roman Reigns. And we're all
That's
like,
true.
what the hell is wrong with you? And now we love the guy. So, I mean, when the spotlight's all on you and it's all up to you to make your brand great, then maybe D'Angelo will step it up. I don't know. But regardless, I'm gonna cheer for Champa. Sorry,
I'm
I'm
sure
probably
for
wrong.
Champa, no way to
And,
resist.
I'm like the whole anyone but you. That's kind of where I'm at. If Champa were to lose to anyone but this guy, I'd be okay.
Moving
So,
on, we have the
I'm
NXT ladder match for the North American Championship. With the champion,
sorry. Which one?
Car- Carmelo. Carmelo
Gotcha.
Hayes defending against Santo Escobar versus Solo Sikoa versus Grayson Waller and versus the newly arrived Cameron Grimes. Cameron Grimes, as I said last week, has a lot of personality and off-screen presence.
You
His,
can't
gra-
not like the guy. You cannot not like the guy.
his wrestling's great. He's good. Needs a little polishing and a little, maybe on a gimmick, wrestling polish. But Cameron, he's a moneymaker. That's, in my opinion, no. But then you have
The man has managed to sell me on To the Moon, and I mean,
To
like,
the Moon.
if you can sell me on that, you've got pretty damn good charisma and giving workability here. So and he has a good wrestling. So I love the man.
And then we have Grayson Waller. Again, Grayson, great on the mic, great on the
Yes,
ring.
yes,
He's a whole package. He even skipped NXT UK to go straight to NXT. He is good.
yeah, he's very good. Like I like him a lot.
Then we have Solo Sakoa. I'm not a fan here. Mic work is
Eh,
bad. The wrestling's generic. He's a mix between the Roman Reigns and the Uso. And to me, you're just
Yeah, I don't like you being a ripoff of everything that is good in WWE.
to
You
me,
know,
you're writing the gimmick of your family. And I see that. I want to see what
yeah,
you bring.
Vince McMahon, I don't care that
When
you're related
you
to him. I just want to see you wrestle, and you're not doing any of that. So
first prove to me that you can go character, and if you want to join the Bloodlines family at in 3 years,
trying to take over the head of the table. How dare you?
then by all means, but make a name for yourself first. And you
Yeah,
can't
I
just be
agree.
there.
I agree. Like, Jay and Jimmy Uso didn't join in and be like, "Hey, I'm related to Roman Reigns. I've done my job." They bust their ass out there, and that's what makes them an awesome freaking tag team. So, you earn they've earned my respect, and Reigns is head of the table now. Once they let that man go on the mic and be healed, like I have nothing but respect for that dude. So, yeah, don't just be related to him. Show me you're on par with him.
And then we have Santo Escobar. Uh,
No, no.
Santos
Again, anyone
is
but
only
you.
here because the name his daddy knows himself. He's not horrible, but he's not a luchador.
It's slow.
He's
He's
very slow.
slow. Like
He,
and like you said, his moves are not bad. But if you judge them in the world of luchador wrestling, they're bad.
yes.
If he were not a luchador,
Hmm.
he wouldn't be a half bad wrestler. But you're trying to be a luchador and you can't pull off the speed of the luchador moves.
And then we have our champion, Carmelo Hayes. Uh,
Eh, eh.
Carmelo can wrestle. He's decent on the
Yes,
mic.
yes, he's very
His
good on the.
finisher sucks. But overall,
Yeah,
he's not bad. You need to stop trying to be the Rock. There's only one Rocky. But
mm.
Carmelo, hmm,
I won't place that squarely on him because I mean, Vince is trying to make Kevin Owens over there, Stone Cold Steve Austin. So they're busy trying to recreate the oldies, and you can't do it. Like you can have a new generation that's similar to, but you can't recreate.
correct. So if I had to go for a win, I want to say Cameron. It's so unlikely. It's so unlikely.
But I
So
want it to be. I want it to be.
I think Carmelo is kind of safe bet. See these guys moving up to the main roster. So Carmelo's likely to keep it. But I'm gonna go on a limb and hopefully say Grayson Waller wins. That's
I
what
want
I
to
say.
say. I'm sorry. Finish.
I say Waller takes the win on this.
I also want to say. Okay, let me say. I really want Cameron Grimes to win. I do. With all of my soul. Because I just like the guy. But I also like Jason Waller. But again, those people are people that never win.
Correct.
They put on the most spectacular performances, and then they just don't win. And so I'm probably going to be horribly wrong, and I'm gonna go for Cameron and say this is like his one win shot. And so it's probably not. But I would like if I didn't see him, I would like to see Grayson. But I think it's probably gonna stay with Carmelo. I don't know. I feel like the people that should win never do. But Cameron, you got my vote, and Grayson, if you win, I will not be disappointed. There we go.
Moving on to our main event. We have Dolph Ziggler, champion,
Dolph, Dolph, Dolph.
defending against Braun Breaker. Okay, both are amazing. But Braun Breaker is the Steiner brothers'
Yes.
offspring. Steiner brothers are going to the Hall of Fame. And I believe Vince is
Yeah.
already ready to brush Braun to the main roster. I think it's a little premature. I think it's going to happen. I think Braun going to Raw or SmackDown as soon as this is over. That's not a bad thing. Because I
Yeah,
think Zan is going to take care because he's the best of both worlds. He's a big guy,
and he
and he
does
can
things big guys
wrestle,
should not do.
and he can wrestle. He's definitely a money maker. Now you have Dolph, and Dolph's amazing. And I'm glad to see
He's my boy.
Dolph on NXT. A lot of people think of this as
Like a
a
demotion, but I don't.
demotion, yes.
I think he's actually mentoring.
Yes. And I think, no, I think he's going to retain. This is going to be a match that's going to be talked about for many, many weeks. I think, I think Dolph retains and would be one of the best matches on the entire weekend. Yeah, I'm going to say Dolph wins.
Really, I thought for sure you're gonna be like Braun's gonna win because it's Braun. But yeah, I actually want Dolph to win because it gets back to that thing I've been saying for the past like what 3 matches now. The guy that never wins. Like I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think he would win to get into this match that he's in now. Not because he's not fantastic, just because the man never wins. There's never a medal, there's never a belt, there's never a push. It's just you had a nice little run in WWE and now you're here. And I want to see him win. I want to see the man win. So and no disrespect to Braun over there, because I think you're fantastic as well. I mean, you do your family proud. So please don't think that is a disrespect. I'm just it, Dolph kind of resembles like a new age HBK, and Ike knows that's my backup boyfriend over there, one of them. So I just no, but listen, I gotta go for Dolph because Dolph never wins. But if you do, Braun, I am not disappointed. You definitely earned it.
All right, moving on to night one of
All right.
WrestleMania. Now, this is just hard. Sure, this is like the actual card because it's a weird place. I wouldn't book WrestleMania like this. WWE,
Let's be
so
honest.
who
Aside from the
knows?
one we went to, would you ever book
No,
WrestleMania the way that we that it goes?
no. So we'll see, but we'll just go with what we have, and we'll give you predictions
So calls it like we see it.
regardless. So here we go. We got Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston versus Ridge Holland and Sheamus. Heat Dunn, also known as Butch, in their corner.
I'm not calling just like I'm not calling
I'm not calling
Gunther
him
Gunther.
Butch.
I'm calling him Walter. I'm calling T Done T Done. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, okay, let me not say that. I know why there's a match. Because Ridge Holland did the belly to belly suplex that broke Big E's neck. And this is what I'm thinking. Ridge Holland has hurt himself and two wrestlers since being moved to SmackDown.
Yeah.
And I think it's a very premature move to do this.
Yeah.
Sheamus is paired with him probably as a mentor to him and Pete Dunne. And then you have maybe it was in Cody with New Day, same story, 12,000 times. Um, I would like to say that not like Xavier has been King of the Ring. He would receive a bigger push as a singles wrestler. That's obviously not the
Yeah.
case. Obviously not
They
the case.
I don't think they know how to split them now, though. It's almost cemented that way.
I agree. But since Sheamus seems to be in the mentor role here, I don't see them winning. I see Xavier Woods
No,
and
I
Kofi
definitely see
Kingston winning.
New Day winning this one as, payback for hurting my friend and fellow member of
Yeah,
New Day kind
exactly.
of thing.
That's kind of where I see this going. So you
Yep.
have that. Moving on, we have Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin. I hate the name
This is
change.
stupid.
I hate the gimmick. Give me Baron Corbin back. On Drew McIntyre's side, the man carried the company through COVID as a great
Yep.
champion.
Yep.
Why are we having this match? This match makes no sense on any label, brand, or any show. I
Well,
don't like this
it's like,
feud.
you keep going it.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, Drew raised a very good point that he's the only champion that never got to experience a crowd. And I just think he deserves better than this. I mean, like I said, he carried the company when there is no crowd. You people on TV mind, and it's not the same, guys. I know the support and the love was there, but it's never going to be the same as people actually being there, reaching out, trying to touch you in the front row. All that good, the good vibe stuff going on. And I just feel like he deserves way better a match than this. And Happy Corbin deserves to be Baron Corbin. He deserves to be the badass biker, and he needs to go back to what he was doing when he was good at it, and stop having this little tag along dude that has nothing but I can't even call them dad jokes. They're just horrible jokes. And just Corbin deserves better than what he's getting. Drew deserves better than what he's getting. This match is stupid. The end.
Drew McIntyre wins. I'm not pleased with this match.
Yep,
I
I'm
want it to
going
be
for Drew.
over.
Love Drew.
So
I love you,
we're gonna.
Baron. Please go back to being Baron.
Drew deserves spot. Corbin deserves a main event push. Drew should be the champion
Yes.
with a
Yep.
crowd right now.
Everything that's wrong with WWE is wrong with this match. Like,
One, we have. Oh, this is a match. I don't know why this is a thing, but we have Stone Cold confronting Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens show at WrestleMania. I don't know what this is. I think it's just a place to put Kevin Owens on the card because he deserves it.
I think you just
And
tried to push Kevin Owens.
because we're in Texas, you need Stone Cold. He can't really wrestle. So here's a spot for him. I feel
Yeah,
like it's just a 5 minute argument that results in
I agree.
Stone Cold stunning and dumping Bjorn Owens.
Oh, I agree.
I'm not too happy with it. It's gonna make money. I don't know how this helps
People will
or
start,
hurts Kevin Owens' career,
yeah, it'll make
but
money because people want to see Stone Cold, but it does,
exactly
but that kind of takes away from Kevin Owens. So
right. So I don't know what this does for anybody involved, but
to
it's
me, this
there.
is just Vince seeing that the ratings are going down and cashing in on one of the retired people to come back and bring the ratings back up.
Yes.
And then we move along, like nothing ever happened. That's kind of how this goes.
And let's move on. We have Elias and Logan Paul versus Mysterios. Uh, Dominic, even
This hurts
though
either way I go here.
even though he is the son to Rey Mysterio. He's not ready
He's
for
not a
WrestleMania
big.
match. He doesn't deserve a WrestleMania match. Yes, he's a hard worker. I'm sure he busts more than most people because his
Yeah, like
dad
he's actually trying. I
is
mean,
a
I give him that.
Mysterio. I hate on Dominic a lot, but he's not ready for this.
Well, we hate
He's
on the
just
privilege,
not.
not so much on Dominic as much as the privileges he's getting that he
Yes.
shouldn't have yet. Like he's on the
We
cover of 2K,
should
but like, why are you there? You're new. Nobody knows you yet. Like,
should have Dominic in the same place we have the Uso ripoff in NXT.
exactly. He should have been in NXT working his way up like
Yes.
everybody else.
But unfortunately, we don't. So now we're watching them both against the Miz and Logan Paul. There's so much wrong with him. Miz is a Hall of Fame candidate, nominee, inductee one day. Miz is a Miz has defeated John Cena at WrestleMania. He tells it
Yep,
to us all the time.
yep.
So why is he having this match? Logan, why? I don't want to see
I feel like
Logan Paul on WrestleMania.
I
Really
don't want to
don't.
see Logan Paul on WrestleMania either. But I feel like
I know
they
why he's
use the Miz.
there.
Yeah, they use the Miz because he is a celeb and he's also a wrestler and he's great at both. And he's excellent on social media because he's excellent on the mic. And that I feel like because of that, they use him to bring in celebs as guest hosts and to kind of help them through a match. And so I get why they're a team, but I don't like this match at all.
No,
And I love you,
Myster-
Miz. I just don't like this match at all.
I love the Miz. I love Rey Mysterio. I appreciate Dominic's effort. I hate Logan Paul. Mysterio's win, and I'm glad this is over.
I think the Mysterios will win just because they're trying so hard to make Dominic look really good. And I feel like this is just kind of to shine light on Dominic and help him step up in the world and shine light on Logan and his upcoming matches and whenever he chooses to fight. So I feel like it's a win-win celeb wise, either way. But it's I don't see it being a great match. I do think the Mysterios will win it though.
Moving forward, keep moving tag teams. We have the Usos, who are champion, versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boggs. Ha! The Usos are currently the second longest reigning champions in the modern era.
I love that
Very
about them. They've earned it.
close, very close to beating the New Day's title reign. Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boggs. Well, we have Nakamura, who's a
Yeah,
great
wait,
wrestler.
yeah, yeah.
Rick Boggs, I don't know much about. I feel like he hasn't earned this spot, but he's here.
I mean, half the time I don't even think he's actually playing the actual theme song. Like
I know.
like you can tell the placement of his hands is not where the music is coming from. I hate the whole thing with the passion. Like I miss the NXT intro where they had the girl that played the violin. And did that
Yes,
version of
yes,
it. If you're gonna play his intro, play his fucking intro. Don't air guitar it.
correct. Keeping with the predictions, I think the Usos are going to lose and other champions, it's Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boggs. Ah, I don't know
See,
why.
I gotta go with you different on that. I'm gotta go with the Usos.
I want to go with the Usos. I hope they win. I just don't see it happening. I really don't see it happening.
I get the concern, I do. But it would be so cool if they actually did match or beat that record, you know?
It really would.
Mm, To,
Because the
to, to,
Usos work. They even
yeah.
separated
And it would also
and work the
bolster the bloodline.
singles.
It would also bolster the bloodline gimmick. You know, look
At
at
the
us. We beat
line,
we beat the longest reigning champ. So look at us. That's we're all head of the table here. So I feel
that's
like
why I
it would.
think they lose. I think Roman's going to lose. And the bloodline's going to lose. And we'll lose all the gold. That's what I'm seeing here.
That's gonna be a sad WrestleMania. Then I mean, it really will.
The Usos will be the show prediction. And Roman loses on the next night. I think that's what I'm feeling.
Well, I'm going with the Emmy anyway, Jimmy and Jay. I'm
All
sticking with it.
right, moving on. Let's talk about a match that I really want to talk about. I'm really excited for this. Seth Rollins versus Mr. Implement. I told you all last week.
Said
For no reason
freaking
whatsoever.
Rollins. Get it right. Freaking Rollins.
For no real reason. Because I haven't been reading rumors. Seth Rollins will be facing Cody Rhodes. And Cody, as a Mr. Opponent, will win. But I think this is going to be not just a great match, but I think with Seth losing all these opportunities to get on the WrestleMania card, and he went so bad, and he had to beg Vince for a spot on the card and gain character, obviously. But I think because he's such on a downward spiral, and that Vince will view his defeat as him not being able to trust Seth, because Seth's going to lose. Not only to a mystery opponent, but to somebody who Vince
We
didn't
can set up
create.
the Iron match after
Didn't
that.
create. No, I don't think it'll be a youth firing match, but I think we'll see a gimmick change for Seth Rollins with the loss to Cody Rhodes. But maybe a mental breakdown or something because he just lost it all. I think I think Cody Rhodes is not
So
only the
you're thinking
opponent.
it's gonna go like Cody Rhodes when he was like the most beautiful person in the world, and then he had that horrible quote accident, and then it became like the Phantom of the Opera dude
Well, almost, but
that wanted to pay for bag people. So like you think he's gonna be like the quote the loser after this, and then we'll have to now that new niche will be to work your way back up.
no, I think he realized that when he lost to Cody, he goes away for a while, maybe a month, comes back, and he's a completely different set. Like he done lost his sanity. And he doesn't know what he's doing with his career. Because he lost, to Kevin Owens to get on WrestleMania. He lost a tag team match to Kevin Owens to get on WrestleMania. And he had to beg Vince. Vince gave him a mystery opponent. And he lost that too. So where's my career going? So
I don't know. I
I
don't
think
know.
Cody's the opponent and the victor.
Okay, I have like a two-parter. If it's Cody, then yeah, Cody will probably win because that's his big intro. I mean, you kind of can't not let him win coming back into the fold. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if it's Cody, yeah. If it's anybody else, I think Seth would keep it.
Yeah, you got to pick one. You can't have a what if.
Well, this isn't what if it's a mystery opponent. I can't judge a mystery opponent. If it's Cody, then Cody will win. If it's not Cody, then Seth will win. That's literally the best he got for you.
That is
I mean,
science.
you gotta understand. As long as I know my opponents, I can give you a clear cut answer. But this one, I don't know who the opponent is, and so I cannot give you a clear cut answer when I don't know who to I am judging. But we'll just say if it's Cody, let's just go with that. If it's Cody, then I'd say Cody wins.
Okay, moving on. We have a
Fair
match.
enough. Fair enough, you grumpy ass.
Fair enough, fair enough. Moving on, we have. If this was anything other than WrestleMania, I'd be okay to watch this. But it's WrestleMania. I don't want to watch Becky Lynch fight Bianca Belair for a fourth time.
I
That's,
gotta say, yeah, keep one touch.
I thought for sure that on the third match, Becky was going to drop the title. Because it always happens like that in a triangle match.
I did too.
It didn't happen. But there's no way he had four matches. And this is in the same title run
He can't let it go a fourth time.
that Bianca loses after a fourth match. There's no way she loses again. In the same title reign. This is not, for title reigns. This is the fourth match in Becky's reign as champion. So this is
Yeah,
uh,
and you know, I am a bigger Bianca Belair fan than Hike is. I just like what she can do. I like, I like her as a person outside of wrestling. I think we both agree on that.
yes,
I like what she can do in the ring. Like, dude, the stuff that the people she lifts, like she lifted freaking Dewdrop, and then and just
it's
towed it
crazy.
around like nobody's business. But so I appreciate what she does in the ring. But she's also the EST, and if you lose a fourth time, you're no longer the
Yeah,
EST.
exactly.
It moots your gimmick. Like everything about you is just done. You're not the EST anymore. So I don't think there's any way in hell that Becky can win this fight without completely destroying Bianca's gimmick.
I completely agree.
And
There's
it should never have been a fourth match.
this match should have been Liv Morgan or Dewdrop. Anybody but Bianca.
Anybody with Bianca. Bianca can come back like for a let Becky let Big Time Bex have her day in the sun with the title. She hasn't had it all that long. Let her have it. Let her enjoy it. And then, if you want, let Bianca finally come back for that EST win. Yes, but this is too soon.
This match has so many problems. You have Becky, and you have to remember 2 years ago, Becky defeated Ronda Rousey and Charlotte to become unified two belt decks. She
Yep.
carried them belts through COVID on Raw and SmackDown, 2 shows a week
Yep.
as their champion. She gave up one belt to Charlotte, who lost it quickly. She kept her other title, defeated the whole roster, never actually lost the championship. She
No,
only
that's true.
gave it up because she was pregnant. On her return,
Yep.
she beats Bianca in what, 40 seconds
It was
to become
26
champion.
seconds. I think it was 26
Yeah,
seconds.
something like that. So she upset Bianca, who was champion after winning WrestleMania last year. So Becky has never actually been pinned.
Technically, her reign never ended. It just
Correct.
was on pause until she came back.
So you have your greatest, the greatest women's champion, better than Charlotte Flair as your champion. And you're making her fight Bianca for a fourth time. Why are you not? If you're gonna have her lose, it's a new talent. Well, I don't really call Bianca or Liv or Doudrop relatively new. This match. It should
No,
have
but
been one of those two.
it really
Or he could have had a returning Bailey or a returning Asuka.
yes.
It literally
Oh, dude, the
could
returning
be
Oscar was awesome. Would have been all up in that
anybody but
match.
Bianca. This is the whole problem.
I feel like they just don't know who to put there, and they just keep hashing the same match over and over and over, and like and not really thinking long term about how this affects the gimmick. Like I said, it does
Yes.
nothing but hurt Bianca if another loss happens.
And to top
Like
it off, on top of that, he had Bianca stop Becky on Raw from cutting the ponytail. And she cut Becky's hair. Even if you have Becky using the haircut as a motive to somehow win this match, it's not enough to persuade me into a Bianca loss. Bianca wins this.
yeah, I think Bianca's got to win it. Otherwise, there's no more EST, and that would personally make me sad because it's a great gimmick. I really give props for the gimmick. I like the gimmick. And but you can't be EST if you're not fastest, best, strongest. If you're not any of those S, you can't do it.
And then that's no way it happens.
And that's what I've got to go Bianca, but I just really don't think they should have kept meshing these two together over and over and over and over and over.
I agree. I agree.
Three matches, so there's one decisive winner at the end, and then you don't ever do a fourth. Like, unless it's way down the road and you've earned your way back to that spot.
Moving on to the main event, we have Charlotte, the champion, versus returning and Royal Rumble winner, Ronda Rousey. Uh, I,
Eh,
I don't see Charlotte winning this. I don't want Charlotte to win this.
oh, do we not see her winning, or do we not want her to win it? Because it's kind of both.
I think it's both. I really don't want Charlotte to win. I don't see Charlotte winning because she's been very unhappy. And I think she wants to follow her lover boy on track in AEW. So I think Ronda wins. But I see what they're trying to do. For Charlotte, beating her backstage, beating her with weapons, trying to make her tap. And I like better what they're doing with Ronda. They're showing that Ronda doesn't have
Doesn't need anything to win.
just the armbar. They had her using the ankle
Right.
lock to
Hmm.
make Charlotte tap. Not in the match, but she was tapping. So I
Right.
think they're showing that Ronda has more than the armbar and more than one way to get it.
Ronda's almost like stuck in that Cena category where they think, it's like Cena only has my five moves: clothesline, clothesline,
Correct.
FTFU, five nickel swivel, and there's somebody's like, oh, you'll only win it if you get the armbar. You'll only win it if you get the armbar because that's all you know how to do. Well, that's not all you know how to do. in her UFC career, you had to do a lot more than just the armbar to get to the armbar.
Not all the time, but
You,
yes.
you know what I mean? Like, no, some of the time it was just like down and out, but in mixed martial arts, you're gonna meet people that know how to counter that crap, and you're gonna have to put up a good fight to get to that point to win. So, I think the same is true here. Like, she knows, I'm sure she knows a hell of a lot more wrestling moves than they let her do. She's just famous for the armbar. So I would love to see her whip out some moves that we didn't know about, like the Cena Hurricane that we never saw again.
Yeah.
But it was great. It was so awesome. So I want to see Ronda whip out a whole arsenal of wrestling moves in this match.
I say Ronda wins.
I'm gonna say Ronda, but I mean, and this is no scientific basis. I just don't like Charlotte.
Yeah.
I did in the beginning. I really truly did when she first started her career, and then that career went straight to her head because she's a player, and I don't like her anymore.
I agree with this. Moving on, night two. We have Queen Zelina and Carmella, the champions, versus Sasha Banks and Naomi, versus Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, versus Natalia and Shayna Baszler for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Ah,
Ooh, that's tough.
not really. I'm not invested, as I said, for the past 2 weeks, in Sasha Banks and Naomi as a team. And every time Sasha has a teammate, she turns on them. Sasha's
Yeah,
expecting the
it's
same.
it's very true.
I'm expecting the same on this again, so I see nothing different in their tag team. Rhea Ripley and
And
Liv Morgan. Ugh, this shouldn't be a team. They
this
both
also
deserve
goes back to the
singles.
whole they never win though.
Yes,
uh Natalia. I mean,
Naomi and Natalia.
Maddie, we love you,
They're
but
great wrestlers.
you
They
never
both
win
can't
either.
win, and neither probably will.
That's what I'm
Rhea
saying. Like,
and Leo, they don't deserve to be tag team. They deserve to be single wrestlers. Liv was doing
I
good
agree.
as a single wrestler.
I feel like it's almost an insult to Liv. Like she needs a bodyguard because she's tiny.
And Rhea's
When
so good.
when Alexa Bliss is the 5 feet of fury and she
Yeah,
can kick anybody's ass in the ring, and she don't need a little big, she don't need a big girl following her around. You know what I mean? Like, so I feel like they should drop this with and let Liv be Liv and let Rhea be Rhea, because Rhea is a force to be reckoned with. I have nothing but respect. Rhea is a great big wrestler, and so is like Shayna Baszler, great big built wrestler. And I just don't think they should stick them with tiny people like David and Goliath complex.
I agree. Uh, I'm not really invested in this match, so I won't give it much time. So I'm gonna say, due to the popular success of their show on YouTube with Corey Graves and Carmella, that Zelina and
Yeah,
Carmella retain.
yeah, I'm going with Queen Zelina and Carmella.
I'm probably wrong on that. It'll probably be Rhea, yeah, but I'm really not sure.
But if we're
So
wrong, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
it kind of
I
is
just it's
because,
it's just off the statistics. I feel like it would be Queen Zelina and Carmella because Zelina's been doing a really good job as Queen of the Ring. So um, between her doing her job, like you said, and with Carmella having success with their, YouTube thing, I think it's kind of cemented.
yeah, okay, keep it going with the Raw Tag Team
Yes,
Championship
yes.
with the RK Bro versus the Alpha Academy versus Gable and Otis versus the Street Profits. Um, I truthfully
Mm.
hope RK Bro loses this match instead of this tag team or becomes a heel. That starts with Stuart Riddle. Street Profit.
I would love to see that, by the way. They're both great wrestlers.
I Street Profits to be paired up with Bianca, so Bianca can help give the Street Profits whatever it is they're missing and find their
Yeah,
niche.
yeah,
Alpha Academy, not my favorite tag team. I like Chad Gable. I'm not a big fan of Otis in this tag team
I
or in
don't
his
like
previous.
at all.
I'm
I don't
not
like
a
it.
fan. Um, I think Street Profits along with Bianca, and I think we just have a quick, easy match, and hopefully leads to better things for both Orton and Riddle and Street Profits. So I go with Street Profits on this.
I'm going Street Profits, and don't get me wrong, I kind of only like half of three Street Profits.
So,
Um, don't get me wrong, they've gotten better. They've gotten better. I'm not a fan of the gimmick, and it just feels like Crime Time ripoff. And I was a huge Crime Time fan, and again, you cannot recreate what was made. You can only, you can get close, but you cannot recreate. And I feel like they kept trying to recreate Crime Time over and over and over. And so I'm not a fan of the gimmick, but they do wrestle well. And so I would like to see the Arcade Bros disband and start their feud. That would be awesome. So I'm gonna go with Street Profits.
all right, let's go on and we have Austin Theory versus Pat McAfee. This is going to be a quick match, 10 minutes max, but it will be very, very good. McAfee works hard. This is going to be his only, second match? Austin Theory is not a horrible wrestler. I hate the gimmick, but he's going to win this because I feel like Vince has a really big image for him in the future of the company.
Yeah,
And I think that win here over somebody who is not a commentator, but an NFL legend, and went toe to toe with Adam Cole. I see Austin Theory winning, but I think it'll be a good match. I don't see any way that Pat McAfee wins, but that's not always a bad thing.
well, I think you got a sound theory there, but I'm just gonna say McAfee because I want to be surprised at some point in this pay per view because we're picking stuff that I think a lot of people already are like, oh, duh.
Yeah,
So I'm just gonna throw one in there and be surprised, and probably will not be surprised, but I want to be surprised, damn it. So McAfee, you got me.
all right, moving on. We have what is, thankfully, the last celebrity match for this damn show with Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville. Anything goes.
For the
This
love of God,
is
please let Sammy win.
this is a bathroom break match. It's pure comedy. You won't get nothing out of it other than hurting the career of Sami Zayn. So Johnny Knoxville wins. Probably with a cheesy bowling ball to the butt or some
If
shit.
there is a God, let Sammy win his way out of this, please, please.
I just don't
But,
see it
but
happen.
that's all I had. This is the shortest commentary you'll ever hear from me. That's all I gotta say. Please let Sammy win. You have beat the hell out of that man enough. Just let him get a win.
I don't understand how Sami Zayn goes from champion to jobbing to Johnny Knoxville. And it's been a month, but yeah, he jobs. Which makes me sad.
Again, surprise me, WWE. Surprise me.
Next, we have a match made last night on Monday Night Raw between Omos and a returning early from injury, Bobby Lashley. I think
This is
this
gonna this is
match,
gonna be a horrible
I
match.
think this match will be horrible, and it was only put there so Bobby was on the card
Yeah, I give you that.
because he deserves it. Bobby really does deserve it,
Yes.
but Omos is horrible. And
There's just nothing like he doesn't wrestle. He's just there. Like there's no redeeming qualities I can think of for Omos and Race. I mean, Omos he might be a great guy outside the ring. Inside the ring, you need to be more than the great guy outside the ring. So,
I,
um,
I,
Lashley.
I want Lashley to win. I hope Lashley wins.
Well, I
But I
mean,
have
like,
a
why
bad
would why
feeling.
would you bring the man back early from injury just to job him like that? No, just no, no,
Why
no,
bring
no.
Alexis back? Have a
I know,
lose
but to
and never be seen
Omos,
again.
to Omos, nobody
Uh,
wants that. Nobody wants that.
I,
Nobody wants that.
I don't see Omos losing. I hate myself for saying that, but
WWE, nobody fucking wants that.
Bobby wins. I don't think. No, I think Omos wins this.
Bobby, Bobby, Bobby.
And next we have another match that I'm really hyped about. Edge versus AJ Styles. This is gonna be a
This is
match.
such a tough call.
This is gonna be a hell of a match.
It's gonna be a badass match, and I hope it's gonna be a long match because both of them can go.
This will be a 25-minute match. Hands down, no problem.
Wait,
And I think AJ wins. It will be a great match. Only because I think Edge is just trying to put over people he really likes. And I'm pretty sure he
yeah,
likes AJ.
I can give you that. I mean,
I'm okay with that.
part of me wants to be like Edge all the way, but I mean, I know he's not planning on staying there forever, so you know. I mean, if he were to lose to anybody, this would be a great opponent to lose to.
I agree. The AJ Styles wins. In what will be probably one of the best matches on both nights of the card.
Yeah, this will be the reason that we wanted to watch WrestleMania right here.
Moving on to the main event. This is a hard call. This is a really hard call. Between Brock Lesnar, champion, versus Roman Reigns, champion. Roman Reigns is the longest reigning champion in modern day. I think he's passed CM Punk and Brock Lesnar, I believe. He's gone on 2 years. So Roman Reigns has been carrying this company on the mic, in the ring, video game sales, merchandise sales. As a heel, he's outsold more merch than John Cena. A bad guy outselling merchandise on John Cena.
Well, who
That's
doesn't want to wear shit that says "Acknowledge me"?
right. And then you have Brock Lesnar, who, I mean, I'm not a huge Brock Lesnar fan, but in his current run, Brock is having fun. And when Brock's having fun, everybody's enjoying it.
Yeah,
And I'm really enjoying Brock Lesnar's work right now. But I don't know how you pick a winner here. Roman won the last match, and the match before
it's
that,
tough. It's really
Can
tough.
Roman win a third? Oh, I don't know. That's a really hard call. They both
Like,
deserve
like
it.
if you had asked me this before Roman turned heel, back in the Brock, I don't give a crap, about the fans. I'm just here for the paycheck, and Roman was there. But Roman wasn't as successful because they were trying to make him face. I would tell you that it was just gonna be Roman because they're trying to make him the good guy. Now that Roman's on fire being healed, and Brock came back, and at first I was like, "Oh Lord, here we go again." And then Brock just started speaking for himself instead of being, like Paul Heyman's guy. And instead of, when he started cutting his own promos and stuff, I'm like, okay, the man speaks, and he speaks pretty darn good. Then they start then we get to the matches. Brock's matches have really been enjoyable to watch. I'm actually impressed. He has actually put some effort into making it a great sport. And so now that he stepped up and Roman stepped up, it's very hard to choose one or the other. Because they're really up their game. ah, you know, for, since I went with the Usos, I still want to go with the Bloodline and go with Roman.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go opposite.
But I
Since
just,
I went
it's
with a bloodline dropping the gold and the Usos being the premonition of what's to come for
yeah.
Roman Reigns next night, I'm gonna say Brock Lesnar wins.
Well, there's so many ways this can go.
It really is.
Like the Usos could win, but then Roman could lose, and they'd be like, "Oh wait, he's not head of the table anymore," and then you can start a feud that way. And then, or the Usos could lose, and then Roman disowns him, and then he wins, so he still looks like head of the table, and they're gonna take down the tribal chief. So there's really no hurt in no matter how this turns out, because it would lead to really great feuds if they do it right. But damn, it's just a really hard call. So
I'm
I'm
gonna
just gonna
say
stick.
Brock. I'm gonna say Brock. I think
If it happens, I'm gonna say that Heyman has something to do with it.
too. I like that call.
I think Heyman is gonna do something that was meant for one or the other, and it goes backwards, and that they're both gonna team up against him because he just fucked them both over. Like,
Mm, I
I
like
think
that
that would
call.
be awesome. I think that would be awesome. It probably won't, but it would be awesome if it did.
All right, guys, well, there you have it. It was our WrestleMania and NXT predictions. It's a really long vlog. I hope y'all enjoyed it.
So, but we had a lot to talk about.
I hope you enjoyed it. I hope WrestleMania is good. Hope NXT is great. Let us know your pick, your opinion on our pick, your reasoning for it. And if you enjoyed it, sub to my YouTube. But always remember you can find both me and Dale Live on Twitch, and you can find a link to both channels right down there in the description. Thank
Yes,
you all for
indeed.
watching. Thank you all for joining. And see y'all
Not a
next week
problem.
after WrestleMania.
Enjoy the WrestleMania experience, guys.
Later, everybody.
Peace out.